All right, what is up, guys? Happy Friday. How are we all doing this morning? Turn the volume off. Yep, Mike doesn't stream Fridays, guys. Y'all are stuck with me. Stuck with me. So I'm just full disclosure. I'm trading evals today. My week was kind of thrown off. Was out of town for half of the week. I don't want to end the week on a bad note just because I'm kind of out of routine. So I'm trading a 50K orbit eval. I'll see if we can make some money on it. Maybe we'll get a really good trade and pass it. But looks like we've had some decent movement pre-market. Came up to some nice level of resistance, and we're failing. But kind of hard not to argue that we're a little bit bullish. To me, anything over this 575 level is on the bullish side. What's up, Nacho? What's up, Dan? What's up, Dominate? Jaja, Crypto, Marius, BluSky. Good to see y'all. Good to see you all. We had news about an hour ago. Is the war over again? Is that what it is? Let's check. Oh, just unemployment and stuff like that. NFP, I think. Okay, I thought you meant like war news. Okay, data, actual data. But anyways, anything over 575, I'm leaning on I'm on the bullish side. Although we did come up to this stiff resistance at like 850, 860, failed really hard. So we found basically 2 days finding a base on this longer time frame. That did push us out. Now we want to see if we can hold this. So, I'm kind of looking for longs. The areas to go long are 675, 650, and then all the way down at 600. So these are your areas where, bulls really need to play defense or else the bears are going to take over. So we came right down by that 680 level, held, market just opened. Nice little indecision candle. Yeah, probably come back to the base of where the news broke out. So 675 to 600. I want to see what happens in that zone. So we should drift down to kind of these levels I'm talking about. If we do break over the 730 area with some volume, might just have to play continuation. All right, so we did get kind of that retracement and push out. Let's see what's going to happen. How's everybody's week going? Everybody green? I'm pretty sure the buffer stages stay there until you cancel, unless something's changed since I last checked. But I can confirm that one for you. All right, absolute ripper off open. See how this 5-minute candle closes. Yeah, solid 100 points. Okay. So opening bias, correct, just didn't come down far enough to where I wanted it to. Now, if we do clear this 870, game over, guys. This is going to be a trend day. I think resetting the buffer is the move, though. If you do the math, if you're in like a launch plan, unless you know you're going to pass it the first time, it's pretty much the same price. And then you get to skip the whole eval phase. So I've reset my fair share of buffer accounts. Nothing wrong with that. Better than refunding an actual funded account. Way cheaper. Way, way cheaper. So at this point, we want to see if we're going to fully break out or if we're going to come back down to the 730 area. Now, the market's only been open a few minutes. No reason to just hop in and play. It's F around and find out Friday. Y'all know the drill. Last couple of Fridays have been pretty tough in the morning from what I remember. But we made it to Friday, guys. Congratulations. If you got a payout, let me know. If you passed an eval, let me know. If you failed an account, let me know. So smaller line in the sand is 760. 730 is kind of my area of interest at the moment. Are you talking about like micro scalping, Dominique? If so, our official stance is 1 tick or 1 millisecond, so there's not really a rule on it. And if you can trade faster than 1 millisecond, I need to see what program you're running because that's fast. All right, here's that 760. I want to see if it's going to hold. The 706 to 730 areas is really an area of interest for me. I'm gonna put an order in. And if you guys have been following me, the first 15 minutes, win rate's a little bit lower, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna try 722 long. Oh, and we're in. Okay, that was instant. And it did come right down to that 710 level. Let's see if it's gonna break below. It should hold. If not, we'll get the hell out of here. A little bit of a bearish close there on the 1 minute. Might break down. Let's see. Anything under 700, I basically got to cut. And we're on an eval, guys, being very transparent, so I'm going to be a little bit more risky. Okay, back green. If you want to just take the green, take it. Let's see. Come on, give us this full push out. Price moving. All right, come on, push this baby out. There we go. Let's go ahead and lock that $300 in. Okay. Nice little trade. That's why I don't like playing the open the first few minutes. Like, you're going to get these big candles. Like, that was a solid setup. Maybe during open, I should just go for the very conservative entries. Like, I would have taken that 710 entry instead of the 720. Got to give it room to breathe, but it's a fresh eval. We got $2,000 to draw. I don't know, now 2,300 worth of drawdown. Well, there's PT1. All right, this actually looks like it's going to continue. Damn, guys, these opening plays always spook me out. At my age, nothing is fast. You got your account, by the way, Dominic, right? I think somebody mentioned you did. So 1 for 1, quick. I don't know. What was that 20, 25, 30 points? If you are holding, you're at 50 something. Cool, man. Congrats on winning again. So, guys, you see that we are a company of our words. If we get 100 people in here, we give away accounts. That's all it takes. And I think it's happened the last couple of days. So keep it going. We can keep those accounts flowing. Yeah, pretty choppy so far. And if you held, you are red now. I'll be back in 1 second, guys. I just realized I forgot my water. Give me a second. Can't trade without the handy dandy water, guys. Gotta have it. Gotta stay hydrated, right? Okay. All right. So for now, the 700 level is support. Kind of conflicting on the 15-minute compared to the 31 hour. Still leaning bullish, but we might need a little bit of more of a cool down. 1 micro Fridays. I used to do 1 micros, especially on a cash account, just to trade, but I'm on an eval, so 1 micro that would take years to pass. I mean, not years, but it would take a while. It's going to be an interesting 15-minute candle when it closes in a couple minutes. Anybody take that long with me? Kind of curious. It was a nice little play. Looks like it ran 70 points. A deeper retracement would be nice. Yeah, I'm just not sure if we're gonna get it. See ya. 650 would be a nice retracement. You're still on a long? Okay. Got some cojones over there. I think we do push up. I just think it might wick down to here. I think it might wick down. All right. Here's that setup that I love. So typically that third candle gets a little bit of a dip and then we push. What's up, Becky? Long on ES. Oh, wow. You must be really bullish then. All right, let's see. Should we hop back in or should we let this 15-minute? Let's let this 15-minute candle close. See what the deal is. Now, remember, guys, Friday is a light programming day here at BluSky. It's just the opening session. It's Friday. The team doesn't like to trade as much. Everybody likes to finish their morning session and, just call it a day. All right, there's the push. All right, we're probably going to head up to like 820. From Bermuda, look at that. Love that. Oh, there's that 820 touch immediately. Wow. If you want a risky entry, 760 is your risky entry. ES is basically SPY, the S&P 500. YM would be the Dow Jones. I don't even have YM on my watch list. T1 locked in. Good. I hope you locked that in because that was a nice little dump. Man, do we just take that same play from earlier again? Might have to, guys. Might have to. Basically, if you want to be smart, just mark that last 30-minute candle, and that's your breakout range. Either chill, scalp the middle. That was an aggressive retracement, guys. Aggressive. Jaja, look who's awake on time. Good to see you, man. Vig says waiting till after the top of the hour. That's smart. That's my bread and butter is when this 4-hour candle closes. It's going to close bullish. It's just a matter of where it's going to close. And we got about 15 minutes left in that. I'm just curious. Do I try? Oh, looks like I missed the top down there. How long do I have to pay the lunch fee? I don't know. Launch fee 2 weeks. Lunch fee, I don't know. I'll send you my my Uber Eats order. So I mean, the Qs did kind of pump overnight. Almost 400 points to the peak. If you caught it. So you guys see the range we're in now. Schoolyard, the lunch fee. Pay me the lunch fee. But it's 2 weeks. I don't know. Outside of that, I mean, maybe extenuating circumstances. I don't know. But 2 weeks. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited for this weekend. I had, family in town last weekend. So I finally get to relax and do a whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing this weekend. You know, it's fun. It's fun having people in town, but you feel like you just gotta entertain. And this weekend, it's all about me. All about me. So you know you're getting old. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's also, I just feel like I'm just like, my credit card is just burning a hole through it when I have people in town. Are you on the 3-minute? No. 3-minute looks just about, looks just as rangy. I mean, right now, guys, the play is like 700 longs, I think. It was funny though. I had family in town, but my family is also friends with my old college buddies, so they all live like an hour away or so. So they met up as well, and they don't get out much. They all have like kids and stuff, and don't live in the city or anything. It's really funny to see people who don't go out often go out. They don't know how to handle themselves. I feel like we were back being 22. Feel like the dad of the group. But if you're just joining, we're in a clearly defined range. We're just looking at like 700 longs, and until we break above this 850 area, it's going to be very back and forth ping pong. Rummy, now that I've passed my eval, do I still have to pay the monthly fee? No, you do not. That is what's good about it. Is this your first account with us? Yeah, Aaron, yeah, they were like a dog that got out the door the first time. Oh, cool. Well, awesome. Congratulations, Rummy. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know or join our Discord. You can get anything answered there. Welcome to the BluSky family, though. Getting tight. I mean, if you are a pattern trader, trade just static. There we go. If you are a pattern trader, we kind of have like one of these things going. So if this does play out, it's going to take a bit of time. Trying to scalp this, so annoying. Yeah, I mean, take your money and run right now until you break. And guys, if you don't know how to trade patterns, there's 2 ways to trade it. You play the bounce, and then you play it to the extreme like that, and you scalp it, or you wait for a break and then play the retest. That's how you play patterns. Yes, so the buffer stage, you're basically making your drawdown for your funded account. We just kind of call it what it is. So as soon as you make that 3K, you'll get your funded account, and then you can take anything over that out, daily payouts. So we're just gonna chill for now, guys. There's no reason to just pop in a trade. So if you do want to go long, like this, the 700 730 area is still where it's at. Correct. Now you have to pass the buffer. Exactly. And guys, most other firms, they have a buffer stage. They just don't call it that. They hide it into their funded stage. So it's a little confusing, but it's kind of industry standard. And then dumped after that high. I'm still leaning bullish, RQ. Longer time frames look like they want up to me, but I think it's going to be. I got in a lot of trouble when I went on somebody's stream and said this, but I think it's going to be a range I'm wearing. R word. No worries. We do it a little bit differently here, but the main thing I want to reiterate, guys, is we have end of day drawdown and not this unrealized intraday trailing, all that stuff. Fade you at the top. RQ, you don't come into my streams for like 3 weeks straight, and then you just come in saying you're going to fade me. Come on, man. UTP first. Okay. All right. Yeah, we can trade off. How about I like that. We can trade off. There's no fading when I'm in the play. And then I gotta start calling you vodka. I swear that man has faded me too many times. Can we trade pre-market? You can trade anytime the market is open, Dan. Which is maybe a good thing or maybe a bad thing. If you're a newer trader though, and you're not seasoned, I recommend maybe getting some different evaluations and trading them different times of the day. And then it'll be very obvious to see what time of the day you trade better or worse at. Also, the BluSky dashboard will break it down by session and hour. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys have messed around with it. I think I made a video on it in the dashboard university section. I'll have to check, but I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, Marius, exactly. So like it may seem different, but you can withdraw all your profits over the buffer and there's no unrealized drawdown, and we actually call it what it is. All right, do we take a stab at this, guys? I don't know. I kind of feel like just chilling. We're 1 for 1. Nice and green on the morning so far. We still got an hour left. Let's wait for this 4-hour candle close, guys. 675 though, if you do want to just put an entry in, I'd be totally fine with that. All right, so we pretty much ran right down that 675 here, which happens to be VWAP. Oh no, we blew past 675. Damn, 650. Okay, so here's an interesting one. If we could, this is a strategy that that people use. It's called a sweep. So now that we've swept that 700 level, people will put a buy stop here at the 700 level, and if we break back into the range, it should be a quick move. Trade for fun. I'm catching up on all the DMs. I had to go to town for a few days. If you send me a DM, give me some patience, guys. My inbox is flooded. It got back to the news report candle. Yeah, exactly. It's always good to expect that. Just a clean retest. And I'm going off the hourly. I still gotta say we're looking bullish. We're about to close in a couple minutes, but smaller time frames starting to look bearish. $9:30 to 11 is the most popular time to trade. 6 to 8, I'd say recently it has been, but typically the volume picks up at 8 p.m. All right, here's the 650 tap. Remember, my bear flip level is 575. So for me, I won't short until my pivot point gets flipped. But first, coffee. I don't know. What's your guys' favorite time to trade? Let me know in the chat. Mine is about 10 to 11:30, 9:45 to 11:15, something like that. I've also noticed after 2 or more hours straight, you start doing some stupid things. So I think 2 hours is a good time to get up and take a break, come back in a little bit. But if you're just now joining, we're 1 for 1 on the morning. We're going to see what happens on this 10 a.m. candle close. Got a lot of important time frames closing, so I want to see what information they are going to tell us. And there we go. Let's see. Kind of want to see a dip into a rip, but I'm fighting the smaller time frames if I do go long. That's the only issue. Conservative play is down around the 600 level. 9:40 to 10:30. Yeah, that's a really good. So like after 9:45 is when I really start to look for my position. And like after 11, if I'm not already in the position, it's when you start just getting into scalpers mode. But that's where I want to find my play for the day. But you know, in that 9:30 to 10:30 spot, you can literally just scalp the hell out of the market. It's so many moves. Conservative short this from 808. Yeah, I could 808, 708, you mean? Or you got in at 808. Getting in at 808 makes sense. So right now, this 700 level, bulls need to push past it. No, it's been a long week when I can't even talk. Got the long off what, 650-ish? That was a good area to just take a stab. See, if I was short term, I would have been looking at that 700 short. But I'm kind of looking for a retracement into longs. Because we had a bullish close, we broke structure, we clearly broke structure out of this mess. So now we just want to see if it's going to come down and hold this area. Yeah, the first 15 minutes, if you held the plays, you got destroyed. I agree, Sinister. All right. I'm going to assume we break through here and run down to 600. And this is where my style of trading, it's like, why don't I scout my way down to 600 and then flip long? But I don't know. I just think the more trades and you take, the worse the outcome might be, at least for my experience. And I don't want to take too many trades. I have my bias. I want to just chill. I want to wait. I want to get my bread. I want to get out of here. But the levels, again, are 700, 675, and 645 right now. But this on a 4 hour, this is where I'd be looking for a buy side model to start. come down, retest anywhere in here, and then continue the upside. But that will take the whole day to play out. I do think we're going to drop down past 650 though. See, and this is where I'm thinking like I should scalp it to the downside to my level and then go long. Because it's heading right to it. But I'm going to take a stab at a long down there. 590. If you want to take a stab at a short, 650 short's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. And this is where you're going back and forth because I could have scalped the hell out of these levels. But the longer I've traded, I don't know, the less I like to scalp. Looking for retest of 700. We did already retest 700. So I think if we get back up there again, we might break out. But it's a good area. Yeah, let's just relax, guys. I mean, it's 700 shorts, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. I'm just leaning bullish still, so I don't want to short. I do like that red area as well, RQ. And just it's been a huge level. We're finally over it now. Got your long. There you go. There you go. So there's your 700 short if you got in. Your amazing play if you took it. And TP1 would have been smashed. Price action is definitely cleaned up a bit now. See, who thinks I'm going to get this buy limit way down here? This should come down to entry. We'll see. All right, here we go. Come on. If you are in shorts, I mean, 600 is kind of the target, the main target. All right, here comes 600, guys. Ooh, this is knifing right through entry, guys. Remember, if we break this 560, I'm definitely looking to go short. So that might happen. I just got tagged in on the biggest bear candle of the morning so far. Let's see if 560 saves us. Not looking like it. So we're going to cut pretty damn soon. Unless we get a nice pop in the next few seconds. If we can't get back over 600, this isn't going to do anything. There we go, baby. Push it out. Come on. I should have probably just taken that and done it flip green, a little bit green. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, get over 600. Come on. Come on. Oh, couldn't do it. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Come on, give me that reversal. Shorting to 0. Might as well, brother. Might as well. Come on, push out of here. Get over 600. There we go. Boom. All right, let's take that. Let's go. Definitely a fun morning. Got to be Fridays, right? I think that was a negative RR win for me, but I don't care. So that's last stand, literally last stand for bulls. Took it all the way to the bottom of my chart, and now its reaction, if we can't close under 500, is going to lead me to believe we're going to break down. And if we break under this daily level, I mean, could start looking for more downside on the daily if we do. You just had those couple rippers of a day. Caught that bounce too. Let's go. Yeah, like a rodeo, right? 8-second trades. That's all we're doing right now. Yeah, I think I'm starting to flip my bias, guys. I think shorts are going to be the move. So I don't want to hop into a trade immediately, but anywhere in the 600 to 615 range, I think might be a decent move. I got to get used to trading these low lights. I got to get more lights for back there, and I'll be set. All right. Well, that entry got filled if you took it. I said I was going to hold off. Just because it still is a reversal zone, so I think I'm up around 450, 500 on the session so far. Not bad at all. And we are trading an orbit eval. There we go. Look, if I had the cojones to hold, it ran a PT. But that's fine with me. Get in, get out, get your money. Go into the weekend green. Now, this is a pivotal point for bulls. They need to push past here. So it's good to know that 575 pivot point was kind of the temporary bottom. It's always nice to know that. Let's clean up this chart a little bit. No new levels for me. Okay. So decent start to the morning. 2 for 2. Yeah, 540. I have that marked, Becky. I'm just curious if that was the bottom. I mean, that was kind of my thesis. We push above 700. It's going to be a great long hold through lunch. I'm tempted to try something a little risky, a buy stop. Because if it does break above 700, we're gonna run pretty quickly. Conflicting data on time frames, though. Let's see. Sell stop at 620. I can see that working. Ooh, let's see if this plays out. Starting to give us a little smiley action. Well, paper handed that long, huh? Quick 100 points. All right, let's see. Let's see if she can push out a 700. Yep, there's 700. Yeah, Becky, I know your pain about T1 getting hit and then hitting break even. That's so it's a bummer when that happens over and over again. It makes you kind of rethink how you're trading. RQ, they definitely saw you screenshot, 100%. I'm looking if I want to enter at 650 or at 675. I'll try and order at 675. Conservative. 4 times today. Yeah, that was me last week, I think, Becky. And I wasn't taking profit at TP1. I was just getting smacked at break even. If you want 700 entry, a little more risky. At a chart time. See ya, Becky. What happened to Steve? Nothing. Everything's starting to look bullish, guys. I'm tempted to layer in on this one, like 700 and 675. Got about 8 minutes till the 30-minute candle close. Let's see if this 700 holds. It should retrace a little deeper. This hourly flip green yet? Oh, yep, it did. It did. Let's see if this bad boy's going to push out. And we are up deep in profit, so not deep, like 450, 500 bucks. Which, hey, for me on a Friday, that's fine. Damn, did not quite get the tapping I wanted. We'll see if it comes down and gets us. Hopefully it does. We'll see. We will see, guys. I'm not sure if it will, though. Let's come down. Let's put our entry back up to that 710 area where it's been Wick City. And watch it knife right to 675 now. All right, we should get tapped in here. All right, we are in. Now we'd like to see a push over 730 and 740 for this to really get going, but might just be a see green, take green kind of thing for me. I don't know. I'm going to play it by ear. All right, push out, push out. Let's get rid of a couple. I'll give me a little bit more. There we go. All right, TP1 hit. Good stuff, guys. Let's see if we get the next, see if we get the next push out. Hoster, my dog. Oh, happy birthday, dude. Hope you had a good birthday. Might have to link up this weekend to celebrate, brother. All right, so we're currently up 30 points on this one. I want to see 760 plus. This might be the banger of the day, guys. Put a sell at 760. All right, we're currently at 50 points, guys. Do you? All right, we got the 53-point trim. We are just in a runner. See what happens. Let me know if you caught this one. This was the banger play of the day I was looking for. Remember earlier, guys, I said if we sweep 700 and reclaim it, we're gonna be good. And like I said, it ran right to 760. These are the plays that you wait all morning for. And now we want to see if we're gonna run up to 800, 820. And look at the 1 hour. I bet you we're almost, yep, look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful that is. We want to see a push up to the top of the candles. I remember my stop remembers. And guys, this is what I always preach is patience. Get your bias for the day and let the plays come to you. Now, yes, we could have shorted to the downside, but I was only looking for longs. So I'm willing to hit almost every key level. But that was a great play. Very, very happy with that. Now I just want to see if the runner is going to go. Let's see. What are we up on this for the day? $780 right now, guys. In an hour? Come on. Does not get much better than that, guys. Let me know if you're making some money with me, guys. Let me know if you're fading me and losing money, because we got to stop that. Some education explaining why 700. Yeah, sure. First of all, I have it marked in green on my chart, which means it's very important. But it was just pre-market support. Pre-market support. We broke it, came back, retested it. So basically, whenever we sweep a level and come back and reclaim it, that's my move that we're going to continue. I was looking for bulls to hold the 575 area pivot point, which they did. So first of all, holding the pivot point and reversing, and then reclaiming the breakdown level. There's two components to it. So you can try to catch the bottom, which I actually did. I just paper handed the hell out of it. And then you wait for the breakout. Honestly, the 675 breakout could have been better. We never got filled on that one. And now we're stuck in the middle of the open. So Aaron, is the fun over back in the middle? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So the fun might be over. But we got the 60 points on that one. Now the question is, do we take the same play again? I mean, we're still 30 points in profit. Let's just see this to see if this plays out, guys. So now you kind of wanted to see like a 3 or 5 minute candle close above the 760 level, and then we should push out. But like Aaron mentioned, we are kind of back in the middle of that range. We are clearly bullish, but if you want to take your money, take your money. This is the area to do it. I always hate seeing 60 points go back to zero. So we got a little over half an hour left, guys. I'm gonna hold this play to break even base and see what happens. I have a feeling this is going to go back to break even. We'll see. I think burglars are in your kitchen. It's just my wife meal prepping. She works nights at the hospital. Tonight's one of her night shifts, so she's meal prepping. Unfortunately, my office does not have a door. That's the one drawdown of the place I live. And I'm trying to figure out how to work this mic. There's supposed to be like noise cancellation, but if I put it too hard, you can't hear me. So I gotta mess around with it. And I don't really want to wear a headset. Hey babe, they say bless you. All right, come on, just push us out of this BS range. What size is this on? Pretty sure. Okay. Can you guys hear me? I'll have to mess around with this microphone. Oh man, we want red as I'm messing around with it. All right, let's get out of that. Now prices, this is when price is going to probably start to get just back and forth. I think we got to go scalper mode now. Yeah, this is going to be tough for the rest of the session probably. I think we probably drift down to 675. Am I willing to take a 675 long? Yes, I am. Pulled up 17 points with 2 contracts on the short earlier. There you go. Good stuff. Guys, and we do have a profit section in the Discord. If you want to say you're making some money with us on the streams, try to spread the word. We appreciate it. I'm pretty sure you get rewards points for it in your dashboard if you screenshot it. Yeah, Market Mamas is the one doing a psychology video. That is our coach, Becky. Interesting spot. Again, small time frames want down. Now we're starting to establish longer time frames wanting up. Ooh, did they just sweep us? Yep, definitely looking. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one, guys. We're this one's a little risky. one's a little risky, guys. But let's risk it for the biscuit. I was watching a stream about taking losses, and today I was able to close a small loss, got back in the market, and ended up in profit. I had the bad habit. Good. There you go. Good. That's what it's all about. That's the biggest problem of cutting when you're short and letting losers run. I'd like to see 700 for this. This is a risky one, though, guys. No real reaction off this level. I think I might take it on the next pop. Yeah, let's just take that. Quick $100. I know what I have to do, but I can't get myself to do it. That is the hardest part of trading, Marius. You versus you. You versus you. I don't know. I think we're in scalpers mode now. 700 scalp down, maybe. Yeah, it's tough, Drew. It's tough. I wish I could tell you it's always going to be easy. It's going to be bad stretches. There's going to be good stretches. You just have to be able to weather the storms when you're not doing so well. And ask for help. There's a lot of resources out here. Yesterday it started ranging about this time. Yeah, it did. Blew my account on gold. Gold will get you, man. Gold will get you. Gold either chops or rips. There's no in between. I've blown a bunch of accounts on gold. Still leaning. I gotta be leaning bullish. Very hard session. Got the short. 3 accounts over 52. Locked out in profit. Blown 2 damage evals on the chop. It hasn't been the easiest morning, but at least our thesis was spot on. Yeah, this is interesting at the moment. This is definitely interesting price action. Got to go on the smaller time frames today. Looks like we might want to run down to about 650. I don't know. We got about 15 minutes left. We're 3 for 3 or 4 for 4, something like that. I can't remember. 4 for 4, I want to say. What are we at? 680 for the session because we let that one play. The runner turn red, so we lost $150-ish on that one. Man, I kind of want to try short now, but it's going against my bias, so I don't know if I can do that. 15 minutes left in our session, guys. This could be an amazing spot to long if this setup's going to play out. It's just very choppy in here. You get entry, you get TP1, like a lot of people are saying, then it goes back to entry, which is frustrating as a trader. Tried both sides and failed. Now it's in the middle. Maybe don't diddle. Yeah, right. I didn't realize you guys could hear all that. I might have to get a different mic to just, I don't know. We'll see. I'll do some research on it. Is this going to go or not? Nick, you going to buy me a door and install it and then take it out when I move out? So that is literally her using a fork on a plate. That is insane. It's funny. Nick told me yesterday to cut the background noise. I said, "Yeah, sure. Here's my wife's number. Call her and tell her." But the thing is, guys, she's got headphones on right now, so she doesn't have to listen to me. So she doesn't know how loud she's being. All right, let's see. 10 minutes left. Can we get a play? One more play. I'd like to get this account close to 1,000. Remind me to never trade Friday. Brother, there's a lot of reasons why people take Friday off. But yeah, see you next Friday for sure. We know you'll be here. Choppy area, guys. Should pump. Should pump. Have my wife call your wife. Yeah, right. We both won't be here on Monday. Yeah, we're just, I don't know if that'll work with the system we use because on OBS I have noise canceling. So I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Let's see what we can do. If not, I could just throw my earbuds in, I guess. I'd rather not, though. I have noise canceling earbuds and all that stuff. I could just put lo-fi on the background. That would take care of it. All right. Are we going to take one more long, guys? What do we think? What do we think? I just have a feeling any play we take is going to hit TP1 and then knife back to entry. I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, the smart thing to do is probably not to do that. Anybody have any questions about today's price action? Had a pretty good read on it. The two longs I wanted played out to the T. So choppy, guys. Literally, the last 20 minutes, there's been nothing. Absolutely nothing. Our range is 727 to 625, so 50-point range. Wait for the break on either side. Like, don't touch that. It will pop out. Yeah, once I log out for sure, it's gonna make a move. Never fails. Ninja Trader got a new update. You can lock out each account on it. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, guys, this is ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Let's see. Let's test out the music situation. Let's see if this makes sense, guys. Well, we got a couple minutes left. Some non-copyrighted music. I got some ready. You guys hear that? Let me know if it's annoying or not. I like music in the background, but no music. Immediately no music. Oh, you can't hear it? What about now? That's crazy. How can you hear the stuff all the way from my kitchen, but you can't hear the stuff coming to my speakers? That's actually wild. That's interesting. So the mic can take care of short sounds, but not stuff from across the house. Oh, I don't know. We'll have to mess around with that later. I have to mess around with that later. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Got a couple minutes left. I doubt we're going to get into a play. We've been stuck in this range for the last 25 minutes. I just typed in lo-fi on YouTube. Yeah. So I think that's going to be it for me, guys. We got a couple minutes unless we break out. Let me know if you made some money. Share it in the Discord. Share it on your socials. Get some rewards points. Get some free resets. Enjoy your weekend. We will be back Monday with Mike in the morning. I will join him, an hour after market opened, and we'll have our normal schedule going. What's the hourly looking like? Thought the hourly was going to push, honestly, guys. Thought it was going to push. Yep, guys, that is going to be it for me. No getting into a position right now before the hourly close. So again, everybody have a great weekend. DMs are always open. If you have any questions, if you're struggling, if you need some help, let me know, please. Other than that, I will see you next week and stay profitable.